1. You can see the screen going live, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And we are live. All right. So let me share my screen. So my screen is showing on YouTube. To be true, he has done it for me. All right, so we are in business. Can you see my screen now?
No, I still can't see.
I can see it from my phone. It's okay. So, do you want to do the introduction, or should I introduce myself? I think you should introduce me. Hello, everybody. You're welcome to YouTube. You're welcome on Zoom. If you're just seeing this, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are on training. I'm going to be teaching you on a topic that's so dear to me, which is branding. I'm going to be sharing 10 branding essential hacks that you need as a creative and business owner. On the call, I have Fortune. He's our lead moderator, community manager for projects team, and he's going to be taking the floor to do me an introduction. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
My name is Fortune, and I am the moderator for this session. So now I'll be taking the bio. Coach Ndali Modebe is a global transformational coach, wellness visionary, and internationally respected broadcaster with over 20 years in the media industry. A trusted voice and powerhouse communicator, she built her legacy on radio and television, working with platforms such as Spice TV Africa, Radio Nigeria, Dream FM, and City Radio, where she produced and hosted beauty, lifestyle, and empowerment programs that influenced audiences across Africa. Her commanding voice, clarity of thoughts, and relatable depth cemented her status as a media icon and mentor. Today, Ndali stands at the intersection of wellness, beauty, entrepreneurship, and youth development, leading movements that are transforming lives across the continent. She is the founder of Hazel Oils, a proudly African luxury beauty and grooming brand formulated for skin, hair, and beard wellness. Hazel Oils has grown into a household name, celebrated for its organic solutions and its signature message. Beauty is wellness. Wellness is confidence, and confidence changes destinies. Ndali is also the visionary behind Project STEAM, science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics, a continental empowerment mission preparing Africa's youth, students, and communities for a healthier, smarter, and more innovative future. Alongside this, she leads the Business Boost Bootcamp Institute, B3I, where she has trained and coached thousands of entrepreneurs in productivity, branding, wellness, and business intelligence. Through the Louis Legacy Initiative, Ndali continues her humanitarian work, honoring her family's heritage of service by supporting communities, building systems of kindness, and inspiring a culture of compassion, growth, and dignity. Her impact has not gone unnoticed. In 2025 alone, Ndali received 3 career awards and earned 2 prestigious international nominations for leadership, wellness advocacy, and community empowerment, solidifying her place as one of Africa's influential voices in transformational leadership. A dynamic speaker and trainer, she is known for her signature lifestyle pillars, which have become transformational tools across the continent, including Reset Sunday, weekly renewal for mental clarity and planning, SASK, sowing abundant seeds of kindness, and the 21-day transformational wellness system, which blends self-care, mindset, discipline, and holistic wellness for total life reset. At her core, Ndali Modebe is a builder of people, systems, confidence, and possibility. Her life's work is dedicated to wellness, clarity, legacy, and elevation of a new generation of Africans who are healthy, grounded, empowered, and purpose driven. For tonight's session, she will be teaching us 10 branding essentials, hacks for creatives and entrepreneurs. With no further delay, let's give it up for our amazing coach, Ndali Modebe. You have the
Thank
floor.
you so much for that wonderful introduction, Fortune. I totally I'm humbled. I'm humble. I humbly mount the podium to present this. I humbly mount the podium. Okay, wow. With that kind of introduction like this. All right, so I think we'll just go right into the topic of why we are here. Okay, every business owner, every creative in the industry right now is very big on modifying their whole, on having a, or on presenting themselves better to the public. That's basically what branding is. You know, branding is more than just your logo. Branding is more than just your tagline. Branding is perception. Branding is the impression people have about your business, whether you're in the room or not. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking to you about 10 hacks that every business owner, every entrepreneur needs to have or know in order to scale their brand. And I'm going to be taking glimpses from my book, 28-Day Branding Essentials Manual. And anybody that joins this live tonight, especially because it's so late, I'm going to give them a copy. So if you are joining this live on YouTube, if you're joining this live right here on Zoom, we are going to give you a free copy for logging in, for following instructions and logging in. This book is worth 350 Ghana cedis or 35,000. So you should understand the fact that I hardly ever give out this book because it's going to change lives. And a lot of times when people don't pay for things, they don't pay attention. Okay, so we're going to jump right into the book. 28-Day Branding Essential Manual, a comprehensive branding guide for Gen X, Gen Y, Millennials, and Gen Z by Ndali Modebe. In this book, you're going to see the preface, acknowledgement. You're going to read about the start to finish coach. You're going to see your introduction, the essence of African entrepreneurship, why branding matters, a journey of empowerment, and all that. But I'm going to skip right through, and then I'm going to go. So this is the preface, right? We go into the acknowledgement about the start to finish coach. I want to tell you something. When it comes to me writing and putting out work, I'll give credit to whom credit is due. Coach Justina Obiageri. Yes, Coach Justina Adako Obiageri. She has been very instrumental. You know, I attended her course in 2022, ending of 2022. And that was the beginning of me putting out books, you know, and diversifying, you know, the coaching schemes and all that. So I'll give a very big shout out to Coach Justina Obiageri Adako. Yes. All right. So this talks a little bit about me. I'm going to skip all that and move into the steps. One of the first things you need to know about branding, I'm going to play an illustration for you. And this illustration is what has helped a lot of my students. And this illustration was the induction I got as well. It's just like branding is like when you invite a guest to your house and your living room is disorganized. Your kitchen is a mess, right? And this person is coming to your house to probably, have a meeting with you and discuss. Everywhere is upside down. The TV is on the couch. The plates are on the table. Everywhere is messy. The ground is dusty. If you were to offer somebody some food at that point, they'll probably not even take it. They'll tell you, no, because everywhere is chaotic, right? But imagine you come to someone's house. Let's take, for instance, you come to Fortune's house, for instance, right? And then you come in, first of all, you see his flowers at the balcony, the air is crisp and clean. You're not smelling something funny in the house. The kitchen is well put together. Everywhere is organized. How would you feel, right? They'll say, oh, the living room, the TV is on, the fan is on, maybe the AC, everywhere is organized, spick and span, clean. And it comes and offers you a plate of jollof rice. Now, because I'm in Ghana, I'm not going to specify whether it's Nigerian jollof or Ghana jollof. But Fortune comes and it offers you a plate of jollof rice with some fried goat's meat or chicken. Will you take it or will you not take it? You definitely take it, right? That's how your social media is. You have a business and your social media page is just, in Ghana, they say basa basa. Your page is just basa, like that. It's scattered. Your bio is not put together. You're posting personal pictures of you when you were applying nail polish, when it has nothing to do with the cake business or the cake industry. You're doing things, you're posting unclear pictures. People don't even know that you're a business. They think it's your personal page. You're just doing things anyhow. There's no review, there's no testimonial. And the worst part of it is that the last time you post was in 19 Urugidi, probably like 15 months ago, 1 year ago, 2021, 1998. Do you understand? I'm trying to paint that picture. If you had money to invest in a product and you go to the person's page and their last page was when Instagram opened for the first time, will you spend your money? Will you buy that product or service? Will you just have blind faith when you don't know the person's house or their shop and pay for that product? No. So your social media page is like your shop. Coach Debbie stressed on this during her training. Your social media page is your marketplace. If anything, it should be organized. You should know your brand color. You can't wake up today and use purple. Tomorrow, you use orange. Next tomorrow, you use indigo. The other day, you use yellow. No. Pick at least 3 brand about this in my book. I talk about the psychology of colors. There's a color for every industry. There's a color for every business. For the food industry, there's yellow, green, red, orange. These colors stimulate hunger. It makes you hungry. I hope you're putting this in the chat. Not on Zoom. I mean the chat on the WhatsApp group. Fortunately, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm doing that.
And
I'm doing that.
and on YouTube. So your industry is a food industry, and you're using black, only black. Why? So there are different colors for different industries. For the media industry, there are colors like the blue, as you can see, the media blue, right? There are some colors that build trust. For the cleaning industry, you have colors like green, crispy green, blue, white, colors that make you feel like, oh, this is crispy, fresh, minty, fresh. You cannot have a cleaning business and you're using dirty brown. It contradicts itself. I don't know if I'm communicating. So every industry, you may have started your business, yes, and you're using the wrong colors. Guess what? It's not too late. Coca-Cola, MTN, they change their brand logos and all that. They change, they evolve. It's called evolution. They evolve, they grow all the time. So you can't just wait until, your brand becomes obsolete for not even knowing what colors they should. So this, some of you are going to go back and take a look at, their brands and go back to the drawing board to redirect after this training. Branding is more than a logo or a tagline. I already said that. It's about creating an emotional connection for your audience and building a loyal customer base. This introduction sets the stage for understanding the importance of branding and how it can transform your business. In an era where consumers are inundated with choices, a strong brand identity can distinguish your business from the competition. It's not just about standing out, it's about resonating, connecting deeply with your target audience, earning their trust and fostering long-term loyalty. This guide is designed to take you on a transformative journey through the essentials of branding. You will learn how to define your brand's unique value proposition. You're going to learn how to create compelling content, and you're going to learn how to utilize digital tools to amplify your brand's reach. By the end of these 28 days, I'm going to be teaching you 10 in this class. You're going to have a comprehensive understanding on how and what it takes to build and sustain your brand. Sustain a brand that not only captures attention, but also builds a long-lasting legacy. Embark on this journey with us and let's unlock your full potential. I'm not going to read all this. If you want this, you need to go on Seller and order the book. I'm going to skip. I want to go jump right into day one. Okay. All right. There's also the A to Z's of branding. If we have time, or maybe another day, I'm going to teach the A to Z's of branding. But I'm just going to come here and just, I'm going to show it to you in glimpses. So you can say A to Z's of branding, you have audience. You need to understand and know your audience. You have brand identity. You have consistency, differentiation, emotion, font, typography, graphic design, humanization, innovation, journey. Okay, you need to map out your customer's journey to help optimize interaction, knowledge, leadership, mission, narrative, online presence, packaging, quality, reputation, strategy, trust, user experience, UX, value proposition, word of mouth, experience, yield, ROIs. You need to be able to have a return on investment. It's very important that you have returns on investment when you own a brand. You cannot be running a business. My mentor, one of my mentors, Wanyakam Global, she said, you cannot be running a business and it is not profitable, especially when it's not an NGO. So it's very, very important that you as a business owner understand what it takes to make your business run in multiple figures. You need to understand what it takes to optimize your business, set up your brand in such a way that it is, hold on, set up your brand in such a way that it is optimized. Your branding, your customer service. These two key factors are enough to tear any business down. Quote me anywhere, okay? If you can sort out your branding, if you can sort out your customer service, then you are in business. You are in business because a bad customer service experience, even though you have a good brand, your branding is top notch, if you're giving people bad customer service experiences, guess what will happen? You're going to lose your customers. With your logo, your everything, if your customer experience is zero, you might as well not be in business. So these two things, these two factors your branding, your customer service, are factors I hammer on every startup, every business owner, every entrepreneur thinking of starting a business, already in business. Make sure, if anything, your branding is top notch, your branding is up to, your branding is up to bar, right? Top notch. You're using the colors associated with the field that you're in. You're using the taglines, right? You're bringing out products that people actually need. Is very, 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 very important. It is expedient. Okay, so after you've gotten your logo right, after you've gotten your branding right, after you've gotten your what's it called? You've gotten your branding colors, everything right. Your customer service is another key factor. Do you know that customers will stick to you if your customer service, they'll stick with you if your customer service is good and your branding is bad? That's to show you how important customer service is. I talked about it yesterday. If you go on YouTube, the video we posted yesterday was on customer service hacks. Okay, go and watch it. Practical hacks. We're not boboing you. Do you understand? So it's very, very, very important. If I'm talking fast, please let me know so that I can slow down. Very, very, very important that you have good customer service. Good customer service and bad branding can fly. But bad customer service and good branding will only fly for a little time before the bad reviews take over. Now, if you're able to sort out your branding, if you're able to sort out your customer service, then you are in business because people will refer your brand. People will talk positively about you. If you go back here, part of the thing it talks about is reputation. Managing brand reputation is very, very important. A lot of people, their brand doesn't even have reputation because nobody knows what you're doing. You're doing your brand in the secret place. You're hiding your business. You're hiding that wonderful idea God has given you. You're putting it in a bucket and you're hiding it under a well because you don't want people to know what you're doing. You don't want people to understand the value that you bring. You don't want people to patronize you. You want everything to be perfect before you talk about your business. You don't want people to see you as too salesy. My sister, my brother, wake up. In this economy, people, and in whatever time zone, location you are, people don't buy what they don't see. Get visible. It is okay for you to blow your trumpets. It is okay for you to speak about who you are and what you do. People will say, oh, I don't like her because she's always selling. If she doesn't sell, will you pay her bills? No. You would just say, oh, that's how this entrepreneur is begging me for 1 million naira to put in her business. That is all you will say. So you have to be loud about what you do. You have to be loud about who you are, about that need that God has created in you to meet. You have to be loud about it. Nobody, no influencer can be as loud about your business than you. If they're louder about your business than you, then you're getting it wrong. You need to carry your market on your head. Look at Tony Elumelu, for instance. If you look on his page, you're seeing UBA. Look at Niger Brand Chick. Look at, like, I rest my case. Before I digress, I want to talk about what we are here for. I want to talk about what we are here for. Okay? If you join this live as well, I'm going to give you the 12 P's of branding. If you join this live and stay till the end, on Facebook, no, on Instagram, on YouTube on Zoom. If you join and stay to the end. Fortune, please, I need you to take note of people that stay till the end on YouTube,
All
Facebook,
right.
and Zoom. Yes, please do that for me. Thank you. They're all going to get a copy of this. They're going to get a copy of this that you see on the screen, and then they're going to win a 20-minute consultation with me as well. All right, so please be taking notes.
All right.
Screenshot those that stay till the end. Even those that are joining
Oh,
in and all, screenshot them. But those that stay till the end will win a consultation with me and a gift. Okay, so these are the 12 P's of personal branding. I'm not going to go into that, but I'm going to just read it out, right? You have your personal assets. You are the brand. You are a brand. A lot of people don't understand that they are the brand. Thank you all for joining us on Instagram land. I see you. I see you. I see you all. Thank you so much. You are a brand. But I'm not talking about personal branding today. Okay? It's very important that you're passionate about what it is you're doing. You have knowledge. If this business doesn't pay me in the next 5 years, will I still be doing it? You need to ask yourself that question. Okay? Your purpose, your potential, these are things, these are all you. Then for your brand, we're talking about the professional strategy, your professional goal, your brand positioning. We're moving into network and strategy. There is no brand that doesn't need to network. There's no business owner. There's no enterprise. There's no professional, whether it's corporate, career-wise, that doesn't need networking. You need to be able to network. You need to be able to have people, networks, businesses that you can collaborate with. Go and listen to my story about Ochengu, the wise spider, and how he was able to build network. It's a story, but it's real. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to collaborate. I don't want to partner, because they've had somebody, a guy was telling me, oh, that he doesn't want to partner with anybody right now because I can't remember what happened. But I need you to understand something. There will always be bad eggs in business, in partnerships, in collaboration. There will always be bad collaborators. There will always be people that would want to push you under the bus. But that is not a reason, enough reason to back out from partnerships. You need to define the partnerships. Have an MOU. Let it be written. One of our coaches today, my childhood friend, Barrister BN Onen, she taught us today about partnerships. You taught us today about documentation. Don't take anybody's word of mouth or anything. Any business agreement, word of mouth is not valid. Get it written, get it signed. Okay? Okay? So, invest in yourself, invest in relationships, invest in people, invest in building solid relationships, and get you some good partners. Sometimes you need to pray to God to connect you to good people. You need good mentors. You need good colleagues. You need good mentees. And I'm going to tell you why. If you're always receiving, your mentors have poured so much in you, nobody's receiving from you. It will be like a dam that just has a lot of water. Or have you ever seen a butter, a barrel of water? That water is filled in for months. It will start smelling. It will start stinking. When there is no in and out, when there is no flow from the top to the end, your knowledge becomes stagnant. Before you know, new innovators will come out, new innovations will come out, and you'll be obsolete. So whatever it is you're learning, pick 3 people and teach them. After you finish learning something, pick 3 people and sit them down, whether it's online, on WhatsApp, physically, and tell them, this is what I learned. And you teach them. You might think that the knowledge you have is nonsense. You might think that knowledge you have is not important, but how many people can make okra soup the way you do? How many people can paint the way you do? Like Fortune now, Ink Inspire, he's one of our He's one of our phenomenal volunteers, right? He's one of our phenomenal volunteers. He has been able to create a printing company here in Ghana, okay? And he prints amazing t-shirts. He did a couple for us, you know, as an act of service and love to what we are doing next week during our outreach, right? At the prison facility. He knows something he can teach you. Do you know how to print? Do you know how to edit PDF? Do you know what it takes to pick out good t-shirts to print? That is knowledge. If he decides to pick 12 people and they pay him a certain amount for him to teach them this, do you know he's going to be a boss? So whatever knowledge you have, it can be taught. Next week, we're going to be having a phenomenal coach, my own coach, Coach Justina. She is going to come and teach you on Monday by the grace of God. And by the time she's done teaching you, hey, oh, you will run outside and go and open that your shop. You will start posting your business because she's carrying fire. Can somebody type fire? I want to see fire emojis. Oh, this chat is too dull. Invest in yourself. And not just investing. Invest in coaches. Invest in mentors. Invest in yourself. And also invest in mentoring. There's somebody out there that needs what you got, that needs what you have on the inside, that their life is different without the knowledge that you think is so common. Network strategy. Then the last part is the marketing mix. When you have set your brand right, your customer service is right, your networking is right, you need to market. Performance. How are you doing? Do you review your performance? Do you review your sales every month? Pricing. Some people will price their business so low or so high that nobody, like, so you put it so low that people feel, is this thing real? Will the quality be good? You put it so high that people will just be overlooking you. Your packaging. Can somebody say packaging? Your packaging is your brand. If you're able to package well, trust me, you package well, you sort out your branding, your customer service, you sort out your networking, you become visible. In 2026, your business is going to be top-notch. Then last thing, promotion. Promote, run ads, invest in influencers. Sometimes some people want to do everything themselves. No, invest in designers. Build a landing page, build a website, run sponsored ads, invest in influencers. I'm not going to talk much about this because this is not why we're here. Somebody said this is not why we're here. But this is just a summary. I'm going to go into day 1, day 2, and I'm going to make it very snappy so that we can get some rest. It's a minute to Saturday. Hey. Okay, hold on. I just realized it was a minute to midnight and I hadn't read my YouVersion Bible app. So I had to rush and go and open it and read. And the word it says, Jesus told him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one can come to the Father except through me. If I didn't check it, it's going to start from day 1. And I've read it for a while, and I don't want to start from day 1. So please bear with me. Bear with me. I'm a Yeshua girl. Okay, so I'm going to go into, I'm trying to find, okay. Okay. We are moving. Somebody say we are moving forward. My wonderful Ghana people will say, we are moving forward. Through Jesus Christ, we are going forward. Hallelujah. All right. Day one. Before we go in, we are going to read about brand. We're going to start from the top. Customer journey mapping. So it defines some terms here, which I'm just going to call out. This section provides an overview of the day-by-day guide to building your brand over 28 days. Each day focuses on a specific aspect of branding, ensuring a comprehensive and actionable approach. Day 1 to day 7 talks about the foundations of branding. The foundations of branding include building a successful brand. So it says building a successful brand begins with establishing a robust foundation that defines who you are, what you stand for, and how you differentiate yourself in the marketplace. Whether you are launching a startup, scaling your business, or aiming to revitalize your brand, mastering these fundamental elements is essential for long-term success. Key concepts: brand identity, defining your essence. I know we've talked a lot about building your brand identity and all that, but I don't want to go deep into that. So I explained the key concepts: brand identity, the components, your setting up your mission statements, your values, your brand values, your target audience identification, your persona development, competitive analysis. We talked about positioning strategy. We talked about visual branding elements, your logos, your visual assets. A lot of us will have to go and redefine and redesign our logos. A lot of us will have to go and put in the work to redesign our logos, change our colors, change, the voice, our brand voice and all that, okay? So we can position properly. Can someone say, Okay, so we're going to talk about crafting your own brand voice. All these things are in the book, right? Day 1. The tasks for day 1. Please pay attention. If you have a notebook, pull it out. Research and list the basics of branding, including key elements such as brand identity, brand equity, and brand positioning. So you're going to look at your brand and you're going to write out, what is my brand identity? Where am I in my brand positioning? Explore how African brands have established their own brand identity. Brands like Dangote Group and all that, okay? What is brand identity? It's defined here. Like I made this guide simple. Brand identity is simply the visual elements of a brand, such as your color, your design, your logo, that identity and that distinguishes your brand in the customer's mind. So you need to understand who you are. So there's an exercise book that comes with this. So you need to write out, who am I? What is my brand about? Who is this brand? If your brand is a personal brand, you should be talking about who. Do you understand? How far have I even done any brand positioning in the past 3 months? Have I collaborated with any? So these are things you need to look into. We're going to go into day 2. You're going to be defining your brand's purpose. Write a mission statement and a vision statement for your brand. Day 2, your task is to write your brand. I don't care if you've had a mission and vision statement for years. I don't care, and I chop that not. You're going to pick out your pen, your paper, your notepad, and you're going to write a fresh vision statement and a fresh mission statement, aligning with where you are now, aligning with where you are going to be. Can somebody say, I am doing that, ma? What is your coursework? You're going to reflect on the essence of your business. You're going to articulate on your core. This is assignment. This is practical. You're going to articulate the core purpose of your business. Why are you in this business? What need are you meeting? What has finished? What need are you meeting? What need is your business meeting? Okay. So you might want to look at established sister brands or brother brands, if you may, and see how they have articulated their own purpose and vision. What is brand purpose? The reason your brand exists. That is your brand purpose. It exists beyond just making a profit. Okay, it has to reflect the values and the ideals that your brand stands for. Day 3, you're going to be identifying your target audience. So day 1, you're going to understand your branding basics. Day 2, you are going to be defining your brand purpose. Day 3, you're going to be identifying your target audience. If you don't know who your target audience is, you don't know where to find them, you're going to be moving amiss. If your target audience is on social media, Captain Baby Boy thought about this. If your target audience is on X, if your target audience is in a physical location and you're going to the opposite direction, if your target audience is on WhatsApp, the target audience is wherever, you need to identify where they are and you go and get them. It's very important. So we're talking about the 10 hacks. Number 1, you need to understand your business basics. Number 2, you need to define your brand's purpose. Number 3, you need to identify your target audience. You need to create customer personas that represent your ideal customers. And this coursework, you need to, for your business, create a detailed buyer persona that accurately represents your target audience. How do these personas help you build better? How do these personas help you understand and cater to your customers' needs and preferences? So you're going to create, let me explain this assignment. You're going to create different customers for your products. So your customer base could be students in the university. Your customer base could be working class people. Identify their possible needs. Identify their preferences. Speculate. Sometimes you might look at the customer base you already have and create something for them with that class in mind. Working class moms, stay-at-home moms, working class men, stay-at-home men, students, graduates, the unemployed, whoever it is, your person. Maybe you have a training for people to know how to sell online. Okay, you're targeting people that are stay-at-home moms. You're targeting entrepreneurs that are looking to start up a business, but they don't know how. You're looking at people that are currently unemployed, people that are in between jobs. It's very, very important that we understand all this. Okay, so you need to identify your target audience and how you can there's a framework that helps you do that. So you put out the name of your target audience, probably a realistic name, their demographics, their age, gender, occupation, income level, education, location, okay, psychographics, their interests, hobbies, values, lifestyle, attitudes, their goals and their challenges. What are their primary goals and the challenges they face in achieving them? Okay, we are talking about, your buying customers. How do they research and make purchasing decisions? You need to know how your customers find you. You need to know who or what platform did they find you on, and then you market more on those platforms. Okay, you need to know, research, and find out how they make buying decisions. Are they, you need to understand this. Okay, and these are things I'll explain to you if we do I'm exhausted, so you guys bear with me, okay? So what factors influence their choices? What factors influence your customers' choices and all? So I'm not going to go into all this. I'm going to just jump into day 4, analyzing your competitors' market positioning. It's very important that you know your competitors. Yes, you say, oh, my competition is me. My competition is who I was yesterday. I know. But there are other people in your field, and you saying that you don't have competitors just makes you look delusional. So you need to know what they're doing. You need to analyze conduct a SWOT analysis. SWOT is simply strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. You need to understand that. When I was working as the PR manager for LG, Life is Good Electronics, back then in Lagos, Lekki, every week we would drive out and go to our competitor stores, and I'll go find out how much they're selling their products and all that. And then we'll come back and have a meeting. So it's very, very important that we do a SWOT analysis, understand the strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats of our competitors, know where we are doing better, know where we're doing bad, and know how to realign our our prices and all that, okay? So you're not overpricing or underpricing. You know the current trends and all that, and you're able to stock up and all, okay? Especially as December is coming, we need to move very, very smart. All right, so you need to go to number 5. I don't know, should I stop at number 5? I think I'll stop at number 5 and continue later. Crafting your unique selling proposition. It's very, very important that you as a business owner, you understand what a unique selling proposition is. A unique selling proposition is basically, what is it that makes my business better than yours? What is it that that is so unique to me? What unique value am I selling to you that will make people buy my brand, aside from the other 1 million other brands globally doing the same thing that you're doing? It's very, very important that you understand and you have a unique value that you present to your customers. We can't overemphasize your USP. We have unique selling proposition. We have unique value proposition. What is a unique value you're offering? Are you offering, a free gift? Are you offering consultation? Are you offering home deliveries? Are you offering, 30% discounts? Are you offering a 5% discount? What are you offering? Are you offering extra? Whatever it is you're offering, state it. We'll stop here. So it's important you develop a statement that explains how your product or service solve a problem, delivers benefits, and why it is better than the competition. I'm not going to go into all this because it is a lot. We're going to continue, probably maybe on the platform or on the WhatsApp group or something. But if you want to be a part of this, we still have 1 more week to go. Click the link in my bio, register on Seller is Free, and join. Click the link on my Instagram at Ndali Modebe, NDALI MODEBE, and join the platform. We still have a whole week's worth of trainings to go before we wrap it up. Thank you all for your time. If we have any questions, please, this is the right time to ask. If you have any questions on Instagram land, if you have any questions on Facebook, on YouTube, maybe I should enter Facebook too. Make sure you ask it now. I'm going to go ahead and wait for any questions. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Fortune, do you have any questions, please?
Uh, my question is on this defining your brand purpose.
Okay.
Uh, one thing about me, I love something that is sustainable.
Okay.
And so even in creating my brand, I did all of that background work to make sure that my brand has a purpose. But then, is there such thing as is there room for flexibility in defining your brand purpose? Like, if you have a brand, for instance, this is what
Mhm.
your brand is about, but on the long run, you diversify. Diversify means you're 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 getting more rich. You're getting more rich away from the initial target audience. So, is there a room for that? Like, just make it clear.
So, sorry, I didn't get your question. Can you take it
Okay,
again, please?
okay. My question is, in terms of defining your brand purpose and identifying your target audience, is
Mm.
there room for diversity, so in such a way that you can diversify, make your brand, your target audience wider? Do you
Mm.
understand me now?
Yes, of course. There's room
Okay.
for diversification. For diversification. It's very important that we understand that there's always room to expand. There's always room for growth. A lot of times we want to put ourselves in a box, and people say, "Oh, get niched and all that." Getting niched is fine, right? But niching your audience is also good. There's nothing wrong in saying that um your business, let's say you have a skincare brand. There's nothing wrong in saying that your business is niched only to babies, right? At the beginning.
Yeah.
But as you're growing, you might find, oh, that there's a need for you to diversify into adults. There's a need for you
Yeah.
to diversify into men's product. There's a need for you to diversify into women's product. There's a need for you to diversify into toothpaste. So there is nothing wrong, but you need to be very, very clear when you're doing this so that you're not just shooting shots all over the place. If you're doing it, usually you start with one, and then you do that. Like, for instance, I'll use my business, Hazel Oils. When we started in 2018, we started with just one product, Hazel Oils. But as we kept on making Hazel Oils, we got so many wonderful feedbacks. And then one day, I remember the conversation one of my customers had with me. Her name is Martha in Lagos. She said, "Do you have scrubs? I'm using the oils, is amazing, but I need scrubs." That was how, we began. That was how we began the scrub aspect of our business. So now we have our oats, now we have our chocolates, pure chocolate scrub. We have our avocado mint scrub, and then our bestseller, which is our hazel honey mint scrub. Okay, so it's very important that you don't just start things because you have the idea or because you have the money. You need to do a market survey. Find out what your customer, many people have asked for this thing over and over again. Then it's time to go because you already have a customer base. But some of us will just go and just start. Nobody is requesting for what, you might make it, yes, but it's longer, right? So we started getting a request for soap. Then we started meeting the beard gang men that needed beard oils. And that was how we just diversify and grew and grew and grew to now having over 10 to 15 different products. I don't know if this answers your question.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It does. It does. It does show my life. I think the part where you said start with one first before diversifying. I think that answers the question. Because
Yes.
sometimes when we feel like the plan is too cumbersome, then it feels like our brand, we have not defined the purpose of the brand. But I think
Mhm.
you answered it. You answered it perfectly well. You
Okay.
answered it.
You need
Thank you
to,
very
you
much.
need to, you need to at least once a year, once or twice a year, review. You might be coming into the year with a particular target, financial target, customer
Yeah.
base target. But you find out that if you put in the work, you might surpass it. So
Yeah.
sometimes you have to go back to the drawing board, redefine your brand mission, redefine your brand goal, redefine your brand's purpose, your audience. Do that. As we are getting to the end of the year, it's very, very important. Me, myself, I'm going to get a brand new book and I'm going to do a lot of redefining. There are a lot of things that you have to cut off, a lot of things that you have to cut off with regards to things that waste your time. You need to account
Yes.
for your time. Apart from recreation and relaxation, a lot of things might just be draining your energy unnecessarily. So you need to review your business, review your goals, review your friendships, review your networks, review everything. Okay? Do you have any
Yes,
more
yeah.
questions? Any questions on any of the social media channels?
Let me check. There is no question on YouTube.
Okay.
No question on YouTube. Then another question. You talked about setting financial goals. I've had that a lot, but how feasible is setting a financial goal for someone that owns a startup business?
Okay.
Eh, Such that you don't know what the day brings for a startup. You don't know what the day brings. You don't know what the week brings. So how feasible is it to have a uh, financial
Go.
goal for a day, for a week, and all of that?
That's a great question. For startups, you still need to set your financial goal. Your financial goal may not be as big as that of a company that's been existing for 25 years, but you
Okay.
still need to set a financial goal. And when I first started my business, my goal was to make at least one sale a day. So you see me, the day is running out. You see me, I'm talking to people. I'm like, hey, buy hazel oils. You just look at me like this, buy hazel. Like if you talk to me one, you're buying. So some days you sell more than one. Some days you sell multiple. Some days you may not even sell at all.
Yeah.
But the goal is every single day, apart from weekends, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you take it to church on Sunday and people buy. Every single day, you're making one sale. And even if you're not making a sale, you are at least talking to one person about what you do.
About your business.
I have a cup I designed, and what is on the cup is warning. I may start talking to you simultaneously about hazel oils at any minute. Any minute from now. If you're my friend, my friends call me Madam Hazel. Until people start identifying you with your brand name, you have not started.
Yeah.
People start calling
Yeah.
you Inspire. You have not started. You're
Yeah.
still, because you've talked about your business so much. You wear it, you breathe it, you sleep it. Even from your sleep, you wake up, you're like, Inspire. Hey, hazel oils.
Yeah.
Like my friends call me Madam Hazel. And it is not without I, if you're my friend, I'm sorry, you must patronize my business. And I'll patronize your own too.
Yeah.
We support, that's what friends do, they support.
Yeah.
Yeah. So any more questions?
No, for now, this is clear. It's just it's I think it's a take home for me because I have to act on it. Yeah,
Of
I have
course.
to act on it so
Of
that I
course.
will remain in line
Of
and keep
course.
my business in check as well.
Of course. Of course. So I'm going to check on YouTube, and please check those that are staying to this point, this exact point. Please, I need you to make sure you screenshot it. And then, oh, Hallelujah Challenge is on. Guys, if you're not in Hallelujah Challenge, you're wrong. Go and join Hallelujah Challenge. You can join. Yeah. Hold on. Let me reduce my volume. All right. So at this juncture, we would Calabar Hassan was saying at this junction, we'll we'll call it a night. And then I want to thank everybody, especially you, Fortune,
Oh,
for being a part of this. I want to thank Coach Captain Peter Woko for training us tonight. It's been such a blessing. And it's my like he said, we've been friends for years and years. So I really appreciate him for coming and teaching us so explicitly. I'm going to go and download Mid Journey now. Um, thank you to everybody that made this live a success. You are amazing. Please, I want you to drop your take home in the group. What's your take home from this class? And then shortly, I'm going to give an assignment. So we are going off. If you're not on the platform, make sure you're following me on subscribing on YouTube, on Instagram at Ndali Modebe, and make sure that you hit the link in my bio to sign up for free on Seller and join the platform. We'll be wrapping up next week. We have, so many phenomenal coaches that'll be joining us next week. And we also have our outreach. If you'd like to support, please make sure you send an email to projectsteaminstitute@outlook.com, or you can call the number 0+233 20 908 7166 +233 20 908 7166. We will send you a proposal, or you just let us know if you're going to be bringing things, so we can send you an address. Anywhere in Lagos, Enugu, and Ghana, you will be connected with someone that can receive the items that you want to send. And if it's cash you want to send, please WhatsApp this number at +233 20 908 7166. Thank you all so much. It's been amazing. They're logging out of YouTube in 5, 4, 3, 2,